As a new year opens before us, many hearts feel a mixture of hope and quiet concern. We stand at the doorway of 2026, carrying memories from the year behind us, joys we are grateful for, wounds that still ache, prayers that feel unanswered, and questions that linger in silence. This moment invites us to pause, not to rush forward, not to worry about what we cannot control, but to entrust. Today, we turn gently toward Mary, our mother, the one who knew what it meant to step into the unknown with trust. She did not see the full road ahead, yet she said yes. She carried hope in her heart, even when the future felt fragile. Mary understands our worries. She knows what it means to love deeply, to wait patiently, and to trust God when the path is unclear. That is why, at the beginning of this year, we place 2026 into her care. This prayer is for those who feel hopeful yet cautious, for those who long for peace but feel tired from carrying too much, for those who want to trust God more deeply but struggle to let go. Together, we will slowly open our hearts. We will speak honestly to God. We will ask Mary to gather our fears, our plans, our families, and our future, and present them gently to her Son. Let this be a sacred moment, a moment of surrender, a moment of quiet trust. Mary, we are here. We bring you the year ahead. Teach us how to walk into 2026 with hope, faith, and peace. Amen. Mary, gentle Mother, as this new year unfolds, we come before you with hearts that are not always steady. We want to trust. We want to believe that God is already present in the days ahead. Yet, if we are honest, fear often speaks louder than faith. Some of us fear what may happen to those we love. Some fear illness, loss, or uncertainty at work. Some fear repeating the same mistakes, carrying the same burdens, or facing the same disappointments. Mary, you know this feeling. When the angel spoke to you, your life changed in a moment. You did not have all the answers. You did not receive a detailed plan. You were simply invited to trust God with everything you were and everything you would become. Teach us how to trust like that. At the beginning of 2026, we place before you the fears we rarely speak out loud, the worries we carry into the night, the thoughts that keep returning when we try to pray. We offer you the fear of the unknown, the fear of change, and the fear of being disappointed again. Mary, take these fears into your hands. Hold them with the tenderness of a mother. Help us see that fear does not mean we lack faith. It means we are human, and in our humanity, God draws near. As this year begins, help us loosen our grip on control. We often believe that if we plan carefully enough, worry deeply enough, or prepare endlessly, we can protect ourselves from pain. But peace does not come from control. Peace comes from trust. Mary, teach us how to say yes, slowly, honestly, imperfectly, just as you did. When we feel anxious about tomorrow, remind us that God is already there. When we feel overwhelmed by responsibilities, remind us that we are not carrying them alone. When we feel uncertain about our choices, remind us that God's grace fills even our imperfect decisions. This year, we entrust our families to you, Mary. We entrust our marriages, our children, our aging parents, and our relationships that feel strained or distant. Where there is tension, bring patience. Where there is misunderstanding, bring gentleness. Where there is silence, bring healing. We also entrust to you our inner lives, the thoughts no one else sees, the emotions we struggle to name, the wounds we have learned to hide. Help us believe that God's love reaches even there. Mary, you walked with Jesus through joy and sorrow, through ordinary days and unbearable moments. You did not run from pain, but you never lost hope. Teach us how to remain faithful when prayers feel unanswered and when waiting feels heavy. As we step into 2026, help us choose trust over fear, not once, but again and again. Help us wake each morning and quietly say, Lord, I place this day in your hands. And when fear returns, help us place it there again. Mary, be our companion this year. Walk with us when the road feels uncertain, stand beside us when we feel weak, and gently lead us back to your Son, who is our peace and our future. We entrust 2026 to you, Mary, with hope, with trust, and with hearts open to grace. Amen. Mary, Mother of Hope, as we continue our journey into this new year, we come to you not only with what we fear, but also with what we long for. Beneath every worry, there is a hope. Beneath every prayer whispered in uncertainty, there is a desire for light. We may not know what 2026 will bring, but we know who walks with us. Mary, help us believe that hope is not naive optimism. Hope is a choice to trust that God is at work even when we cannot see it yet. You carried this hope in your heart through long seasons of silence, through misunderstandings, through moments when the path ahead was hidden. Teach us how to carry hope quietly. Some of us begin this year feeling tired. We are not starting fresh with excitement, but with weariness. We have prayed before, we have waited before, and sometimes it feels hard to hope again. Mary, for those hearts, be especially close. Remind us that God does not demand enthusiasm, He welcomes honesty. Even a fragile hope offered sincerely is enough. This year, Mary, we surrender our timelines to you. We surrender the pressure we place on ourselves to have everything figured out by now. We surrender the comparisons that steal our peace, the belief that we should be further along, stronger, or more certain than we are. Help us walk at the pace of grace. Teach us how to live this year one day at a time, not worrying about months ahead, not replaying what we cannot change, but remaining present to where God is meeting us today. Show us how to notice the small blessings, the quiet moments of peace, the unexpected kindness, the strength that arrives just when we need it. Mary, we place our health in your care this year. For those living with illness, uncertainty, or chronic pain, be a source of comfort. For those caring for others, renew their strength. For those grieving losses, recent or long past, hold their sorrow gently and remind them that love does not end. We also entrust to you our inner lives, the thoughts no one else sees, the emotions we struggle to name, the wounds we have learned to hide. Help us believe that God's love reaches even there. Mary, you walked with Jesus through joy and sorrow, through ordinary days and unbearable moments. You did not run from pain, but you never lost hope. Teach us how to remain faithful when prayers feel unanswered and when waiting feels heavy. As we step into 2026, help us choose trust over fear, not once, but again and again. Help us wake each morning and quietly say, Lord, I place this day in your hands, and when fear returns, help us place it there again. Mary, be our companion this year. Walk with us when the road feels uncertain, stand beside us when we feel weak, and gently lead us back to your Son, who is our peace and our future. We entrust 2026 to you, Mary, with hope, with trust, and with hearts open to grace. Amen.